what's happening in the 2025 housing market in Atlanta, Georgia. Are you curious about what's happening in Atlanta 2025 housing market? In this video, we'll dive into the latest trends, predictions, and insight to help you navigate the ever-changing real estate landscape. From interest rate to housing price, we'll cover it all. I'm Lucretia Ramsey, a local real estate agent that's been serving the Atlanta housing market for a number of years. Whether you're a buyer, seller, or investor, this video is for you. Stay tuned as we dive into the Atlanta housing market for 2025. Join me as I dive deep into the predictions and trends of the 2025 Atlanta housing market. Let's see if I can guess what's really going to happen. So, as we know, there has been a lot of changes in the housing market. The 2025 housing market is a topic that's on everyone's mind, and for good reason. With the ever-changing landscape in the housing market, we want to stay ahead. Whether you're a seasoned homeowner or first-time buyer, the housing market has a significant impact on our lives. That's why today we're going to break down the trends, predictions, and challenges facing the 2025 housing market. So let's talk about interest rates. Hey, Nedra, share some insights on the interest rate.
Thank you so much, Lucretia. I am super excited about 2025. It is getting off with a bang. I'm Nedra White Shaw with Guild Mortgage. I've been the money lady for 20 plus years, and we have made it to another fantastic Thursday, and we're in the middle of March Madness, both in basketball and in the mortgage world. The good news, mortgage rates are showing signs of improvement as the market reacts to economic data and Federal Reserve policies. Quick update, mortgage rates are now, some people feel like they are just going up, but recent reports suggest that inflation is cooling. And the Fed is expected to pause rate hikes for the foreseeable future. This has led to a downward trend in mortgage rates, making it a great time to re-engage buyers who may have been on the fence. The bond market is also stabilizing, which could mean even lower, better news in the coming future. Please. I am so elated to be sitting here with you, Lucretia. I tell you the truth. Let's finish this week strong and keep helping clients navigate this shifting market. And let's not forget about housing affordability. It's no secret that housing prices have been skyrocketing in recent years, making it harder for people to get their foot in the door. So I am going to rely on you because I know this is your lane, Lucretia.
But you know what? It is affordable, especially for first-time buyers buying a home. I mean, your mortgage payment is a lot higher than, should I say, yesterday when I first started in the real estate. Another challenge facing the housing market is the ongoing supply and demand. It's imbalance. In many areas, the supply is just simply not enough to meet demand. But it's all in perspective of what area. On the south side, we might have an individual. I was recently working with a client. I was in Lawrenceville. In that particular area, there was lower inventory of homes. Wasn't a lot to choose from, but we did make it happen, find one thing. And to make it worse now, we see construction is slowing down, which means inventory of available home is dwindling. Not really though. we do have inventory. We do have opportunity in new homes construction for you. Then there's the issue of economic uncertainty. We know in these times we have a lot of uncertainty. As we've seen in recent years, economic trends can be kind of unpredictable. And this uncertainty can have a ripple effect on the housing market. When people uncertain about their finance or future, this loss likely to make big purchases like a home kind of challenging and nervous. But I can tell you one thing, your greatest wealth is becoming a homeowner. So don't let the economic uncertainty of the market, it may be your opportunity. Finally, government policies play a significant role in shaping the housing market. From tax laws to regulations on lending, these policies can either help hinder the market depending on how they implement, which Nedra will share some more about a new program she has. So what's driving the 2025 housing market? One major fact is the economic trends. As the economic trend grows, so does the demand for housing. But let me share that for buyers, this is the opportunity. The inventory is decreasing. We went from a 2-month to a 4-month, and the average price of homes went down to, that's the average, $385,000, which is the average overall on that. So when you look at that, that may be a buying opportunity for you to find your first home if you've been sitting on the sideline. Well, we have when we got to look at demographic shifts are also playing a significant role in the housing market. For example, millennials are finally starting to enter the housing market in larger numbers, which is driving up demand for certain types of home, like urban home. And then, with everybody having to go back to work right now, people are moving farther out now. They're starting to come back in a little closer because, a lot of companies are saying you got to go back to the office. So you have to look at all that. But government policy are also influencing the market, as I mentioned earlier, from programs aimed at increasing home ownership among undeserved communities to regulation on lending. These policies can have a significant impact on the market. So as we dive into this market, I want Nedra to share some more about a program that she currently has.
Lucretia, let me ask you, have you heard of the DSCR loan?
No, I haven't. Tell me some more about it.
Girl, let me tell you. We are rolling out 2 major non-QM loans, and what that means is these loans do not fit into the traditional bucket like for Fannie and Freddie Mac. So the first one I want to just touch on, because we're going to do this again and I'm going to drill down, is the DSCR loan. DSCR stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio. And it is ideal for individuals who own properties, they have several investment properties. Mm-hmm. They do not have to provide any income documents. No tax return.
What?
No pay stubs.
Oh.
No W-2s.
Wow.
No 1099. It is, I guess, what we used to call a no-doc loan. Those loans back in the day.
But not that type of loan no more. But it's better as an opportunity.
Yes. The way this works is that the DSCR is measured available cash flow from 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 100 properties. No more of that. Well, you can only finance 10 loans and then we can't give you any more money. None of that. You can have as many properties as long as they are 1 to 4 units. A single family, a duplex, a quad. Perfect. We're all good. So it measures the available cash flow to pay the mortgage obligation. The ratio is calculated by dividing the gross property income. So if you have a quad, all 4 incomes, all 4 leases, by the debt service, which includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And of course, if there's an association fee, that's included as well. So that's the formula. Some of the criteria, of course, no employment verification or tax returns, up to 80% loan to value.
Okay.
So they all they need is 20% cash, and they're in. Loan amounts up to $2 million. Credit scores as low as 660. One for investment properties. And it also includes short-term rentals. So your Airbnb, VSBR, bring it on. It can be a fully amortized loan. It can be 30 years, or it can be interest only. It can be 10 years, 15 years, or it can be interest only. And you can put it in your company name. It does not have to be in Lucretia Ramsey. It can be in Ramsey Realty.
Okay.
So that's one major program Guild is rolling out, and we are waiting for you to come. We are planning a webinar for self-employed individuals. We will be in touch. The other one that I just want to briefly touch on is the bank statement loan, which I think is more popular. More people have heard of the bank statement loan. Essentially, no income documents, no tax returns, no W-2s, so on. So you just need either 12 or 24 months worth of bank statements. So the last program I'd like to share with you is the bank statement loan program, which is a great program for self-employed individuals. Self-employed individuals who have 1099 income as well as a little W-2 income. That's okay. You can do personal bank statements, or you can use business bank statements, or you can use a combination of them both. I tell you, we're bending over backwards to get more folks in homes that are self-employed, because a lot of the traditional loan programs, they just don't think much about the self-employed individual. And I know I have a lot of real estate professionals, self-employed, can't get the next house to move up home because, like we do, we don't want the tax liability. So this is the answer to the self-employed individual who has written off a lot, like we all do, makes a lot more money on their bank statements. Case scenario, have a client owns a liquor store. He was netting $35,000 a year on his tax returns. You look at his bank statement, he pulls in $187, almost $200,000 a year. Hey, he's already in his house from the bank statement loan. So loan to value 80%, just like the DSCR, the debt service coverage loan. These non-QM loans, you do have to have a little more skin in the game. That's the trade-off to not providing your tax returns. It's available for primary, second homes, and investment properties. Let's see, loans up to $2 million. Credit score requirement is a little higher on this one, up to 700, but we do have a couple of brokers that will consider credit scores that are lower. So that's what we're gonna talk about more in the future, and that's it, folks.
Well, as we stated in the beginning, we talked about what's up in the housing market predictions, and we're bringing some opportunity to have some different programs for you. But as buyers, there's still an opportunity to increase your wealth. It's going to be a good year for you because the market's shifting more toward the buyer's market. As Nedra Whiteshaw from Guild brought you insights on some new program, I give you some updates on Atlanta housing market. Please follow our future videos as we bring you more insights on what's the latest of what's going on in the mortgage and the housing industry. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey. If you have some questions and stuff, please comment below. Let us hear from you and what your thoughts are. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey, Ramsey Realty Service.
And I'm Nedra Whiteshaw with Guild Mortgage, and I am your money lady.
And we'll have our contact information below. Thank you for your time.